So guys, thanks to this week's weekly updates, there was a whole load of changes. We got the launch of Guardian Games, as well as a whole load of in-game changes as well. One of those major changes being that some newly added weapons and older weapons got some perk updates. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over all of those new perks and breaking down all the weapons so that you guys know what rules you should be looking out for when farming. In this video, I'm going to be going over all of the prophecy weapons because those got updated, as well as taking a look at the Guardian Games weapons for this year, as well as the newly added and updated Trials of Osiris, Iron Banner, and Nightfall Strike weapons. Before we jump into all the details, as usual, if you're going to enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, as it's free to do and it really does help me out here a ton. We're also getting super close now to 1,000 subscribers. We just hit 900 recently, so thank you guys for that. Hopefully to hit 1,000 before the final shape launches. Fingers crossed we can hit that. We're getting so close now, so any support there would be greatly appreciated. But with all that being said, let's jump into today's video. So we're going to start off here with the Prophecy Dungeon weapons. All of these were either newly added to the game or were updated. Here we have first the Judgment Hand Cannon, which was one of the ones that got updated. This is now a Stasis Legendary Adaptive Frame Hand Cannon, and in the first column of traits, it can get Slide Shot, Moving Target, Headstone, Enlightened Action, Encore, or Demolitionist, followed by Vorpal Weapon, Timed Payload, Opening Shot, Multi-Kill Clip, Eye of the Storm, or Adrenaline Junkie. Alongside that, all of these new prophecy weapons come with the brand new Origin trait Crossing Over, where these weapons have increased range and handling for the top half of the magazine, while rounds at the bottom half of the magazine deal increased damage. This is a very good Origin trait, so you should definitely be getting these new weapons here. In terms of what roles you should be looking out for, Headstone isn't a terrible perk. Pairing that with either Timed Payload, Multi-Kill Clip, or Adrenaline Junkie probably wouldn't be a bad idea. You can get a good grenade build with Demolitionist and Adrenaline Junkie going. You've also got their Moving Target and Timed Payload, Opening Shot as well for those PvP players. Moving on from there, we have Relentless. This is a Strand High Impact Frame Pulse Rifle. This is one of the newly added ones as well. And in the first column of traits, it can get Slideways, Snapshot Sights, Slice, Rapid Hit, Outlaw, and Keep Away, followed by Zen Moment, Moving Target, Headseeker, Hatchling, Frenzy, and Desperado, alongside Crossing Over as the Origin trait. This one has a lot of good perks. Outlaw, Keep Away, Rapid Hit, and Slice are the ones that mainly stand out there in that first column. And in the second column, Desperado, Frenzy, Hatchling, Headseeker, Moving Target, and Zen Moment. They are all really good, both PvP and PvE wise. Best of luck farming out that one. Next, we have Adjudicator, which is a precision frame kinetic SMG. In the first column of traits, it can get Threat Detector, Subsistence, Rangefinder, Perpetual Motion, Feeding Frenzy, and Dynamic Sway Reduction, followed by Target Lock, Rampage, Onslaught, Kinetic Tremors, Frenzy, and Fragile Focus. This one is absolutely insane in terms of perk combos. Having Subsistence followed by Target Lock, Rampage, or Onslaught, or even Kinetic Tremors and Frenzy, going to be a great roll there. Could also go with Feeding Frenzy in that first column with all those perks. Even Perpetual Motion and Dynamic Sway wouldn't be terrible either. A lot of good perks on this weapon. Definitely can be worth farming out there. Next, you have the Prosecutor Auto Rifle, which is a arc precision frame weapon. And in the first column traits, it can get Zen Moment, Rewind Rounds, Keep Away, Gutshot Straight, Dragonfly, and Discord, followed in the second column by Volt Shot, Target Lock, Tap the Trigger, Golden Tricorn, Frenzy, and Cascade Point, alongside once again Crossing Over. I was actually lucky enough and got a very good Rewind Rounds and Target Lock roll, and I used it inside of PvP, and Target Lock with the brand new Crossing Over Origin trait on this weapon is insane inside of PvP, so definitely worth getting that. The main role that I would want on this weapon would be Zen Moment, Target Lock, or Rewind Rounds and Volt Shot. Very strong weapon there. Next up, we have Darkest Before. This is a updated solar rapid fire frame pulse rifle, and in the first column of traits, it can get Wellspring, Subsistence, Deconstruct, Heal Clip, Elemental Capacitor, and Attrition Orbs, followed by Surplus, One for All, Kill Clip, Incandescent, Focus Fury, and Headseeker. Obviously, Heal Clip and Incandescent going to be very interesting combination there. Subsistence also quite a good perk there for PvE, and then PvP wise, Elemental Capacitor for those stat boosts alongside Kill Clip or Headseeker, going to be very good for you with that one. Now finally, to round off all the prophecy weapons here, we have a Sudden Death Legendary Void, Energy Shotgun, and it is an aggressive frame weapon. Comes in the first column with Repulsor Brace, Slide Shot, Envious Assassin, Discord, Threat Detector, and Elemental Capacitor. Followed in the second column by Trench Barrel, Opening Shot, 1-2 Punch, Destabilizing Rounds, Cascade Point, and Barrel Constrictor. And finally crossing over once again. This shotgun can be very, very good. That crossing over perk followed with Slide Shot and either 1-2 Punch or Trench Barrel is going to be insanely strong if you're using a shotgun in terms of PvE. For PvP, you've got Slide Shot, Opening Shot as well. Very, very good weapon. Now, in terms of how you get these weapons, going to be showing you the updated encounter drops. So if you want the Relentless Pulse Rifle or the Prosecutor Auto Rifle, these drop from the first encounter, the Phalanx Echo. If you want the Sudden Death Shotgun or the Adjudicator SMG, you can go and farm the Cube encounter, which is the second encounter in that dungeon. And then from the final boss, you can get the Judgment Hand Cannon or the Darkest Before Pulse Rifle as rewards from the Emissary chest. Best of luck in farming out any of those weapons. Now though, we're going to move over to Iron Banner here, first off with Tusk of the Boar. This is the first ever Strand Waveframe Grenade Launcher, and in the first column of traits, it can get Pulse Monitor, Slideways, Slice, Grave Robber, Enlightened Action, or Envious Assassin, followed by Deconstruct, Vorpal Weapon, Swashbuckler, Bait and Switch, Hatchling, or Chain Reaction. Guys, I cannot stress enough how good this weapon is going to be inside of PvE. Envious Assassin Chain Reaction is going to be insane. Slice Chain Reaction could even work out pretty well. Hatchling's there if you want to go with a fully focused Strand build, and you've also got Bait and Switch there if you want a high DPS Waveframe Grenade Launcher, but mainly Waveframes are used for ad clear, so Chain Reaction is going to be the perk that you're going to want to go for. In terms of origin traits, it has Field Tested as well as Skulking Wolf, so similar to other Iron Banner weapons that we've gotten this season. Now though, we go on to the Multi-Muck, which is the second Iron Banner weapon that got newly added with this update. It's a lightweight frame kinetic SMG. In the first column of traits, it can get Under Over, Moving Target, Rangefinder, Iron Gaze, Dynamic Sway Reduction, and Attrition Orbs, followed by Target Lock, Tap the Trigger, Kinetic Tremors, Kill Clip, Iron Reach, and Frenzy. Some pretty good PvP focused roles here. Moving Target, Rangefinder, and Dynamic Sway going to be quite good in that first column, followed by either Tap the Trigger, Target Lock, or Kill Clip, or even Frenzy if you want, could be quite a good option there. Now though, we move over to the Trials of Osiris weapons, starting off with the Prophet, which is a brand new Stasis Aggressive Frame Scout Rifle. In the first column of traits, it can get Rapid Hit, Outlaw, Hipfire Grip, Keep Away, Demolitionist, Enlightened Action, and Discord, followed by Precision Instrument, Kill Clip, Offhand Strikes, Headstone, Golden Tricorn, Explosive Payload, and Cascade Point. This is actually as well a text mechanical weapon, so it does come with both text balance stock as its origin traits alongside One Quiet Moment and Alacrity. This being the first kinetic legendary aggressive frame slot weapon. Very, very interesting there, and the perk pools for this thing are insane. First column of traits, Rapid Hit, Outlaw, going to be very, very good perks there. You can also run Demolitionist if you want as well, pairing those with either Headstone, Kill Clip, Precision Instrument, or Explosive Payload. It's going to work wonders for you. And now we move on to the Summoner, which is the returning legendary adaptive frame solar auto rifle. And in the first column of traits, it can get Overflow, Perpetual Motion, Dynamic Sway Reduction, Subsistence, Zen Moment, Elemental Capacitor, and Heal Clip, followed by Rampage, Golden Tricorn, Onslaught, Kill Clip, Tap the Trigger, Target Lock, and Incandescent. And then in terms of origin traits, it can actually get Wild Card, followed by One Quiet Moment and Alacrity. But this one is very, very interesting. This is another energy frame weapon that can roll with Onslaught. So if you aren't getting the best of rolls on that Ars Tarago weapon that's from the World Loot Pool, this is going to be your next best thing. So Onslaught there is going to be at the top of your list in terms of a PvE weapon, followed with Subsistence or even Hill Clip or Overflow. It's going to work wonders. PvP wise, Dynamic Sway, Perpetual Motion, Kill Clip, Rampage. Onslaught can even work right here for you as well, but then you've also got Tap the Trigger and Target Lock there alongside it. Very good perk options, so best of luck in farming that. Now we move over to the PvE side here, starting off with Wild Style. This is the brand new double fire frame energy solar grenade launcher. And in the first column of traits, it can get Enlightened Action, That's for All, Danger Zone, Unrelenting, Envious Assassin, and Keep Away, followed by Collective Action, Attrition Orbs, Surrounded, One for All, Permeability, and Incandescent, followed by Vanguard Vindication, Stunning Recovery, and Text Balanced Stock. Now, what comes to mind immediately is the combination of Stats for All and Incandescent, or even Stats for All and One for All. Very, very good add clear weapon there, but personally, that Strand Waveframe is going to top this one for me personally. But if you're a fan of double fire frame grenade launchers and want a solar version, you now have access to this. Now we're going to jump into the weapon that I am most excited for, which is the Slammer Legendary Vortex Frame Stasis Sword. And this one is actually very, very special, because in the first column of traits, it can get Fresh, Chain Reaction, Pugilist, Eager Edge, Relentless Strikes, and Attrition Orbs, followed by Bait and Switch, Demolitionist, Permeability, Collective Action, One for All, and Cold Steel. Now, for anybody who ever uses a sword, you know that Eager Edge is insane for movement, but also the fact that this thing can come with Bait and Switch, going to be a very good DPS option. But also, Cold Steel is also very interesting, because if you're able to slow, freeze, and shatter off of one powerful attack of this sword, that's going to be a very good option there. So a lot of good options for the Slammer sword here. Would highly recommend people farm out for a good roll of this when it becomes available in the upcoming weeks. Alongside that, it comes with the origin traits Vanguard, Indication, and Stunning Recovery. Now, let's finish off this video by talking about the Guardian Games weapons here, starting with Taraxipos. Firstly, this is a lightweight frame Strand Scout Rifle, and in the first column of traits this time around, it comes with Gutshot Straight, Keep Away, Moving Target, 4th times the Charm, Zen Moment, Enlightened Action, and Eye of the Storm, followed by Explosive Payload, Hatchling, Cascade Point, Focused Fury, Encore, Kill Clip, and Precision Instrument, alongside the classy Contender Origin trait and Omolon Fluid Dynamics. Now for this one, a very interesting combination is going to be Enlightened Action and Precision Instrument. I've actually gotten this roll and it's quite good. But I remember also Gutshot Straight being a roll that people were after as well last time around. So getting that with either Explosive Payload was quite good. And then you've also got Hatchling there as well for any Strand focused builds. Moving on from there, we have the returning Title SMG, which is a Void Aggressive Frame SMG. And in the first column of traits, it can come with Attrition Orbs, Pugilist, Grave Robber, Repulsor Brace, Dynamic Sway Reduction, Threat Detector, and Perpetual Motion, followed by Destabilizing Rounds, Rangefinder, Vorpal Weapon, Surrounded, Collective Action, Deconstruct, and Swashbuckler. Main roles here that you should be looking for, primarily Repulsor Brace and Destabilizing Rounds. It's going to be very, very good. If you want to go for a melee focused build as well, you can go Pugilist and Swashbuckler as well for an interesting version of the weapon there. Finally now, let's talk about Hullabaloo, the brand new heavy weapon that came with Guardian Games this year. It is a legendary arc wave frame grenade launcher in the heavy slot, so a very interesting weapon. And in the first column of traits, it can come with Volt Shot, Grave Robber, Envious Assassin, Auto-Loading Holster, Build Prep, Enlightened Action, and Impulse Amplifier, followed by Golden Tricorn, Disruption Break, Collective Action, Chain Reaction, Cascade Point, Vorpal Weapon, and One for All. Now, not going to sugarcoat it, the main role here you're going to want is obviously Volt Shot and Chain Reaction, because that combo is going to be insane for ad clear. This weapon is not really meant to be a DPS style of weapon, but if you want a DPS version, you can go Auto-Loading or Field Prep, followed by probably Vorpal Weapon or Golden Tricorn or One for All. But mainly that Volt Shot Chain Reaction roll is going to do you wonders, especially if you're a fan of heavy wave frame grenade launchers. And that is everything. That is all the brand new and updated weapons and all their perks. So hopefully you guys know which ones you want and which ones you should now be farming. I'll make separate videos on when those brand new weapons become available in terms of the Iron Banner trials and Nightfall weapons. I believe that currently Wild Style is available, so if you want that one, head into the Nightfall this week and grab that. And that is everything for this video. So as always, if you've enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.